All right, y'all make some noise for Michael Brown.
Hey, everybody. So I'm a little rusty on stage. It's been 3 years now. I've mostly been sitting down. So bear with me. I'm getting my legs back under me. What we're going to talk about basically is how to go beyond the code. You know, as technologies, as engineers, it's easy to get buried into and fall in love with, you know, new programming stacks, new technologies, building for the cloud, building for Web3. But we have to keep focused on what is the ultimate goal? What is the purpose of why we're programming? Is the slide deck ready and back? Do I? We're having a little bit of technical miscues here, but if we don't have it, I spent a lot of time putting it together, stayed up very late, making sure it's good. Angie will attest to it. No? Okay. So it looks like I'm going to be freewheeling it today. Angie will tell you that I'm very good at that. So basically, my primary question here is, what do you think good software looks like? What would your definition of good software be? Anyone? Come on, wake up, guys. It works? Who snuck a peek at my slides? Come on, y'all supposed to be like, it's good architecture, it's well maintainable. Tested, thank you. Y'all cheated. What, you read my highlight and figured out what I was going to say. Yes, so good software solves a problem that a customer has, but also in a timely manner. If you solve a problem, but the problem isn't important anymore, the software is useless. You've wasted it. My journey, at some point we all get an itch for entrepreneurship, right? We want to build our own product. And so one thing I learned about around 14 years ago was the concept of lean startup. And the lean startup basically says, your idea is just a theory. And your job as a startup founder is to test your theory almost in a scientific manner. Prove that there's a customer that needs what you're selling. Prove that what you're building solves the need of the customer. And prove that you can deliver it on time. Without that proof, any effort that you do is considered waste. And waste in the lean terminology means it started with Toyota, the Toyota production system. The idea being that we're bringing an entire operation to a country where we don't have infrastructure. When Toyota came to America, they didn't have the time to establish repair networks and things like that. So they had to do what? Bring quality out the gate. And what they noticed was how grocery stores eliminate waste using a Kanban system. So basically, as we need product, we bring it in. If you look at the American automotive industry, their model relies on economies of scale. So I'm going to order, enough product and store it for a year's worth of production. In Toyota's mindset, that would kill them coming here because they didn't have the network, the infrastructure to do that level of waste. Also, part of the Toyota system was to build quality into each step. So anyone could say, hey, there's something wrong here, we need to stop the line and fix this. In regards to the American production system, you do a final check after the car is off the line, make sure the quality is there. And then if it got through and there was still a problem, you had your repair network available. So what does that have to do with startups? What does that have to do with products? The idea is that we should be allergic to waste as we build software. If we're building something and it's not needed, we've just wasted time, resources, money on nothing, right? It's not useful, no one's going to use it. And so when I talk about timeliness, what good is a tax preparation software on April 16th? What's good is a holiday shopping site on January 1st, after the holidays are over? Also, what good is a Juneteenth conference portal on July 1st? So that's my case study, is Juneteenth. Oh, look at that, my slides are up. I think I see it here, but I don't see it there. Never mind. Okay, I can see it. They're beautiful, they're amazing. Great animation, lots of memes. It's beautiful, trust me. So let me catch up here and whatever. Anyway, so, Juneteenth conference, I have a slide with numbers on there. Here we go. I can't read that. So, we ideated and delivered it in 16 days. On June 3rd, I said, hey, let's do a conference. On June 19th, we had 200 volunteers helping bringing it together. We had over 60 speakers submit talks. And our final session count was 28 sessions. Over 20 hours of content, 2 days, 2 tracks. It was amazing. I was blown away. I'm not tooting my horn because all I did was say, hey, let's do this. And the community came together and we made magic in 2 weeks. Angie came out and talked about it. And it almost didn't happen because I was fighting my technical mind versus my product mind. My technical mind was like, okay, we gotta build up a portal, accept talks, host a video, host a chat conference. We gotta do all that. And at first I said, okay, well, it's not gonna happen this year. I'll just build it up and make it ready for next year. And then my product mind started saying, you know what? Let's validate it. Let's make sure there's a need. And I put up the most disgusting landing page you could imagine. I had red, black, and green, big old Juneteenth. I didn't even bother with design. I just said, okay, I'm going to put it out there, and I wish y'all could see this because if you see the slide, if you see the picture, it's what? Oh, y'all can see them. Okay. I'm sorry, everyone in the front. It's not showing up here, but they said the screens in the back show it. So can y'all confirm that this is a very ugly site, right? But that's the idea of lean startup, is building a minimal viable product. What's the least work you can do to validate your idea? And that was it for me. All I did was say what it is, when it is, where it is, and then I said, if you're interested, sign up. We got 2,500 people signed up. People said, I want to be a volunteer. People said, I want to speak. People said, I want to help build the site. And that was validation. That was first day. If I didn't send out that tweet and say, hey, I've got this idea, who's with me? You know, I had my, Jerry Maguire moment, who's coming with me? And without that form to collect those names, collect their emails, it would have been a nightmare to manage, like, okay, send me a DM and I'll get you on a list and get you into a group. I knew there would be people dropping off who said I wanted to do it, so I just left it open and let people come in and bring what they could, and people were excited. Like I said, 200 volunteers, 60 submissions. I think our final numbers just blew me away. I think we had at one point 10,000 concurrent viewers, thanks to YouTube, because I couldn't have hosted that. So basically, that was the real MVP, the minimum viable product. By focusing on proving first that it was worth doing, the rest of it fell into place. Someone came in and said, hey, I have a conference solution that can host it. We could get. He showed me a demo like 5 hours after I sent out that tweet, and the next thing I did was say, okay, well we have the how. I had my Tony Stark moment. We have the how. And that's basically the core of the lean startup principle, is you treat your product as a theory. Take a scientific approach. Until you validate it, any work you do is waste. So, design, architecture, proof of concept, all of that is waste until you prove that there's a need for what you have. And basically use the least amount of work possible to validate your theory. You saw the page, it's ugly, it's simple, but it validated that people wanted it. And what I want to talk to you, my primary point here today is that as engineers, technical acumen will take you far, but to go to the next level, in order to take your career to the next level, you have to go beyond the code. You have to understand the context that the software lives within. What's the problem that you're solving, who needs it, and what's the value that you're bringing. Tech can definitely be sexy. We talk about that all the time. Ooh, we're learning the new framework. We're learning React. I'm learning Vue. I'm learning, whatever comes out next. Applying a new idea, latest texts and patterns. That's fun. That's what we signed up for, right? The problem solving, putting pieces together. And of course, who doesn't like the idea of implementing high-scale microservices architecture? It's like, ooh, service bus. All of that's fun. All of that's exciting. That's what kind of drives us. It's sexy, right? But what's more sexy is shipping. Getting that product out the door, getting that feedback from your users, getting those first sales. That is sexy. So, it's a light conversation that we're having because it's 9:30 in the morning. We're still waking up. I had 4 hours of sleep last night. But as you go into learning these deeper talks around technology, just think about how you can apply them, but also think about what problems you can solve. And that's it. Any questions? How do you go about doing validation without giving secret sauce away? So here's the thing that many people will tell you. The idea is worthless. Your idea is worthless without execution. That's your secret sauce. I had an idea for Juneteenth conference. If I didn't execute on it, it would have been worthless. If I sat around like building up my conference portal and waiting for next year, I'd probably still be waiting this year and next year. I'll get it done. It's going to be awesome. But execution is what matters. So I think that's what a lot of people fail on, especially when they try and do a startup, is that, it's like, oh, I can't give anyone away my idea, sign my NDA before I talk to you about it. You're wasting your time. And I ran into that a lot in my first attempts at like building something, I was like, ooh, I can't let anyone know about it. Before I joined Microsoft, I had a door into like potentially having my the code I was working on demoed at a Microsoft conference. And then I said, ooh, can we keep this secret? Can we execute an NDA? And that stopped the conversation. Like a potentially game-changing event for me killed off because I said, ooh, I gotta protect what I'm doing, which in the long run, it wasn't about the code, it was about the idea, and Microsoft wasn't, well, they might have, but, but yeah, so don't worry, like if you have really secret sauce, you should be working on a patent, not on code. Did you have? Oh, okay. And okay, over here. How did I get the MVP? That's a good question. I think when I made that tweet, I had like 1,400 followers on Twitter. I think someone who had a bigger base retweeted it. And then what happened was, so I love the idea that luck is preparation meets opportunity. And my activity, I happen to tweet about the entire master-slave tech terminology in tech and how, like, we need to get rid of it. And a reporter from Business Insider picked that up and said, hey, I saw your comment, you want to talk more about it? And she interviewed me about it. And I said, oh, by the way, I'm building a conference for Juneteenth. And she said, okay, really? Let's talk about that too. And she interviewed me, and that went on a Business Insider front page. And again, that was like the perfect alignment of the stars. So sometimes it's luck, you know. Anything else? Oh no, I don't have my watch in front of me. I don't want to hold you. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming, spending your morning with me. Y'all have a great day. Enjoy Render. I see some nice Jordans over there. I brought out my Xbox kicks. It's sneaker day, right? Have a great day, y'all.